It's been hard for you to understand why your partner is acting this way, why they are blaming you, why it seems like they're pushing you away. The truth is, this is not just about you, it's deeper. It's about their inner world, their fears, and their struggle to reconcile their own emotions. This is why they are blaming you, to shield themselves from the overwhelming fear of vulnerability. The weight of their emotional turmoil can be so intense that it clouds their ability to see beyond their own pain. They may feel trapped in an internal storm of doubt and insecurity, one that seems impossible to navigate without finding an outlet. For them, blaming you provides a temporary sense of control over their environment, a way to redirect the intense feelings that they can't admit to themselves. Your partner may be distancing themselves from you, and while it feels like they've made the decision to move on, there's more to it than meets the eye. They might be blaming you because they're afraid of facing their own pain. Their actions could stem from deep-rooted insecurities that have been triggered by the dynamics in your relationship. These feelings might not even be consciously acknowledged. They could be old wounds from past experiences that have been brought to the surface, demanding to be processed but instead getting projected onto you. They might be telling themselves that the pain they feel is your fault because accepting their own role in the turmoil feels too overwhelming. The thought of facing the raw reality of their vulnerability, how they've let themselves get hurt, how they're struggling to maintain their sense of worth feels unbearable. They may be trying to convince themselves that it's easier to walk away if they can't cast the blame on you, framing it as a defense against the emotional cost of intimacy. They are so caught up in their internal battle that they're unable to see beyond it. Their mind is clouded with fears about being hurt again, fears that make them build walls that are high and impenetrable. This isn't to say that you haven't made mistakes, but understand that your partner's reaction isn't just about those moments. It's about their perception of security and safety in the connection. Their defensiveness is not an attack on you personally. It's a desperate attempt to fortify themselves against further pain. They may be withdrawing emotionally or physically, hoping to protect themselves from any more pain. They may want to feel powerful, even if it's at the cost of connection. This struggle between wanting closeness and needing distance can create a toxic loop, where their fears and doubts are continuously reinforced by their own actions, making it hard for them to break free. Both of you have struggled with a constant push and pull battle for control. This struggle isn't healthy, and it creates an energy that pulls you further apart, even if neither of you wants to admit it. It's like a cycle of constant conflict, where neither is willing to compromise. The truth is, relationships built on this pattern cannot thrive. When one person is always giving more, sacrificing more, while the other struggles to show up fully, the bond becomes strained and vulnerable to breaking. The dynamic becomes unbalanced, feeding into each other's fears and insecurities until the connection becomes a battleground rather than a sanctuary. Your partner's doubts and insecurities may have reached a point where they question everything. They question how you feel, if you're truly committed, and if there's a future for the two of you. This uncertainty feeds into their anxious thoughts, making them feel trapped and unsure of how to move forward even if they wanted to. Their mind races with scenarios of betrayal, rejection, and failure, which only deepens their fear of opening up. It creates a one-sided connection, where one partner is giving everything while the other retreats into their fear. It becomes exhausting and ultimately unsustainable. Over time, what was once a bond of love can transform into a cycle of avoidance and regret, where the very essence of your relationship feels threatened by the distance that grows between you. And so, the blaming begins, the walls go up, and your partner tries to make sense of their emotions by turning the focus on you. It's easier for them to say, "It's your fault," than to confront the vulnerability of their own pain. The external blame deflects attention from the truth, within truths that would force them to grapple with feelings of inadequacy and vulnerability. They're not doing this because they don't care, they're doing it because they care deeply and don't know how to cope with that care. They might even believe that blaming you is a way to keep themselves safe, a misguided but deeply ingrained survival instinct that has carried them through other moments of distress in the past. What you need to understand is that this is not the end. There's a way forward, a path that can lead to healing and growth for both of you. But it starts with recognizing these patterns and choosing to respond differently. If you want to shift this dynamic, it begins with self-reflection, compassion, and taking responsibility for your own part without taking on the full weight of the blame. You don't have to accept the blame, but you do have to acknowledge the role you play in the push and pull, as this awareness can help you avoid falling into the same cycles. It's an invitation to meet your partner where they are with empathy, even while holding on to your own boundaries. You deserve to know that you are not alone in feeling frustrated or confused. The journey of the divine masculine and divine feminine is one of growth, awakening, and learning to love and heal. It's not always smooth, and there will be moments when blame and misunderstanding take center stage. But note this potential for transformation exists in every moment. When you shift your energy, when you focus on healing and alignment, you create the space for new possibilities. Your growth can act as a catalyst, showing your partner that healing is possible, even if it starts with small steps. The path may be challenging, but it is also one of the most profound journeys you can undertake. You have the power to heal yourself first. When you focus on your own growth, you help create an energy shift that can bring the connection back to a place of balance. Your partner may need time and space, but don't give up on yourself or on the connection. By working on your own inner peace and alignment, you set the foundation for understanding, forgiveness, and a renewed connection. In doing so, you show that true healing comes not from trying to force others to change, but by choosing to become the most aligned version of yourself. This act of self-love creates a ripple effect that can inspire your partner to confront their fears and seek their own healing path. Remember, no matter how hard things seem now, you have the tools within you to create change. The connection you share is unique, and its healing is possible. Hold on to the belief that love, growth, and connection can be rekindled even in the face of challenges. The journey of healing begins with you, and as you become more whole, you open the door for your partner to find their own way forward too. It's a testament to your strength and to the depth of the bond you share that healing is not just a possibility, it's an invitation waiting to be embraced. If you found this message meaningful, type 111 below to begin the healing process for yourself. You deserve love, peace, and the chance to grow from every experience. Please subscribe and like, comment for daily updates. Thank you so much for watching.